Welcome. Tonight, we're going to wander through history's quietest corridors. The small inventions, overlooked moments, and gentle accidents that quietly shaped the world. If you'd like to keep wandering through stories like these, make sure to subscribe so you never miss any of our videos. Now, lie back, breathe slowly, and let these calm narratives carry you. The accidental invention of the pencil. In 1564, a storm hit the Borrowdale Valley in England. When the winds settled and villagers went out to inspect the damage, they found that a large tree had fallen, but something unusual was exposed beneath its roots. A dark, smooth substance, softer than metal, and leaving clean marks on the fingers. They believed it was a type of lead, but it was actually pure graphite, a mineral rarely found in such solid form. Shepherds began using chunks of it to mark their sheep. Soon, people wrapped the graphite in string or sheepskin so it wouldn't smudge their hands. It worked well enough that merchants began trimming it into thin rods. It wasn't until the late 1700s, over 2 centuries later, that craftsmen in Italy first encased those rods in carved wooden halves and sealed them together. That simple idea transformed a crumbly mineral into one of humanity's most reliable tools for writing. The 335-year war that everyone forgot. In the mid-17th century, England was locked in political chaos. During this period, the Isles of Scilly, a tiny archipelago off the southwest coast, ended up technically at war with the Netherlands. The Dutch Navy sailed there to confront royalist forces, issued a formal declaration, and then quietly sailed away when nothing really happened. No fights took place, no troops landed, no ships fired a single shot. And then, everyone forgot about it. Generations passed. The world changed repeatedly, but the old declaration was never canceled. By the 20th century, historians realized that on paper, the Netherlands had been at war with these islands for more than 3 centuries. In 1986, Dutch officials visited Scilly, laughed with local leaders, and finally signed a peace treaty. The longest, calmest, most uneventful war in history. The origin of passports. Long before borders, checkpoints, and biometric chips, travel was dangerous. Roads were rough, kingdoms were unstable, and travelers felt vulnerable. Around 450 BC, in the ancient Persian Empire, King Artaxerxes introduced something unusual: written documents granting safe passage. These weren't passports as we know them. They were personal letters carried by travelers instructing local governors. Allow this person to pass safely. Provide help if needed. It was a system based not on restriction, but on protection. A ruler extending courtesy to strangers. As centuries passed, these letters formalized into documents, then booklets, then internationally recognized identification. The modern passport began not with control, but with kindness. A promise that travelers should be allowed to move safely through unfamiliar lands. The long, quiet history of chairs. For most of human history, people didn't use chairs. They sat on the ground, on mats, or on stones. Furniture was rare and expensive to build. The earliest chairs appeared in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, beautifully carved wooden seats reserved for rulers, priests, and elite officials. A chair didn't just mean comfort, it symbolized authority, which is why we still say someone holds a chair in an organization or takes graced the throne. For thousands of years, ordinary people continued to sit low or kneel. It wasn't until the Middle Ages and Renaissance, when carpentry became more widespread, that chairs slowly made their way into common households. The everyday chair you use without thinking used to be a privilege, an object that once belonged only to the powerful. How the teaspoon quietly changed global trade. In 17th century Europe, tea and sugar were luxury goods. People were obsessed with perfecting their taste. To measure just the right amount of sugar, they created a small spoon, precisely sized, uniform, and standardized. That little tool, humble as it seemed, shaped how recipes were written, how tea rituals evolved, and even how merchants packaged sugar for transport. Ships began carrying sugar in quantities optimized around teaspoon usage. Cookbooks adopted consistent measurements. Ceramics makers produced matching sets. A tiny spoon became a force of order in kitchens, tea rooms, and global trade routes.